Hey Sagittarius, thank you for taking the time out of your day today to join me for your March 2016 monthly tarot reading. My name is Katie. I'm with blissfulbee.net, and this will be a general reading for all Sagittarius people out there and personality types. The important thing to remember is that because this is a general reading, there may be things that you find that you connect with, whereas there may be things that other people will connect with and not so much yourself. The other thing to remember is that sometimes this information may not make sense until later on in the month, since this is an entire month reading. Therefore, if you're interested in getting a more personalized reading, or if you want to look at more specific questions with yourself, please check out my website, blissfulbee.net, and I'd be happy to book a time with you to go over any kind of specific questions you may have, get a general reading for yourself and your personal life. Furthermore, if you are interested in possibly giving donations to my channel, I would graciously accept your offer. Any donations that are given to this channel go back into making sure that we create quality video readings for my subscribers. So I thank you for your support, whether it's hitting that support button or hitting subscribe, like, comment, anything of that nature. I really, really appreciate all of your positive thoughts and commitment. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the deck a little bit more and ask our question. My dogs might be making noises in the background. I think they're good comedic relief. And we'll get started. So my question to the deck is, what is the lesson that my Sagittarius friends need to know for the week of, the month of March in order to grow and expand their personal knowledge with this world? Okay. And the cross that I'm doing is a Celtic cross spread. If you're interested in knowing more, let me know in the comments, and I'd be happy to make a video going over it. Okay, everything is spread out. So the first card, which is your U card, is the Seeress. She is, in the major arcana, she is the person who it comes after the magician. The magician is typically the person that ignites ideas or sparks an interest in something. She's the one that gives you the inspiration in order to move towards creating action, which happens with the Empress. The High Priestess, the Seeress, it's all the same kind of stuff. So you're moving on a path in your life where you're starting to get inspirations or ideas that'll start moving you on a path, but you're not necessarily going yet. Things aren't happening in your physical world just yet. And what's crossing you is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is the card of maybe taking care of yourself, or relaxing, or being not lethargic. But what might be crossing you is a disagreement between wanting to make things happen and believing that there is something for you to be working towards, but the difficulty to actually get up and bring it into this reality. You may actually feel comfortable where you currently are in your state, and that's okay. But I think what you're going to find, and what we'll see with the rest of the spread, is that it might be time for you to get up and start moving, or at least do some kind of prep work in order for you to be able to move on to the next step within this month. Your above card is the Knight of Pentacles. So far I'm getting a lot of pentacles for you. Pentacles represent material wealth, physical abundance, depending on the cards that you get, obviously. And so this being the Knight of Pentacles, this could mean a possible working on a career path, working on something that can help you bring more financial gain into your life. But what we also find with the Knight is that he is very slow moving. It's not very easy for him to move forward unless he feels like he's making a good investment. And that could be what's concerning you right now is you want to start moving forward, but you also want to feel comfortable putting your money down or investing in something that you feel is going to be profitable for you in the future. And we can find out more as to whether or not it will be for you once we go through the rest of the spread. What's below you is the Knight of Wands. So there definitely is a mental clashing between being slow and responsible and careful, but also wanting to make rash decisions, wanting to move. Your subconscious is saying, just go for it. Just trust your gut and do whatever feels right, whereas your ego, your mind is saying, slow down, take into account, what we've got now and whether or not it's going to be a good investment for the future. So that's what's happening for you mentally. Physically, in your past, you've been waiting. This is not a new thing for you, Sagittarius, where you've got the Temperance card. And so this means carefully measuring out different aspects of life, being patient, and not moving too fast. This seems to have been happening to you for some time now, and it feels easy. It feels right to you to just stay put. But I can tell that you've got some kind of an irking idea in the back of your mind that's telling you that you're ready to move on to the next step. You're ready to go, maybe travel, maybe explore, maybe take a new class, maybe go back to school, something like that. But what's holding you back is money. It's you're worried that if you invest money into this new chapter, a new endeavor of possibly going to school or traveling or going on some kind of vacation or trip, that it might not be worthwhile to you in the long run. And so what we find in your upcoming future is comfort. Not being worried about things that have got you stressed financially, meaning you're going to have more than enough abundance in your life to make you feel like you can actually make the step. So I think this is a good time for you to actually invest in what it is that you are interested in bringing into fruition. Now is the time to make that movement. Your friends and family don't really have much guidance for you. They're going through some of their own new adventures. They've got the Fool card. The Fool always represents blindly walking into the unknown, trusting his intuition, trusting the advice of others, and it doesn't appear that they are in a good place right now to be able to give you advice. I think what these cards are saying is that now is the time. You've been waiting long enough. You've got the money saved up. Now is a very good time for you to take that extra step and move forward. Your Hopes card is that you will be able to find a new sense of understanding, a new way of thinking. The Hanged Man has many different meanings, and it can also depend on the placement of where the card is in your spread. The Hanged Man can mean, being shunned for your new or radical ideas, or it can also mean putting your shoes upside down or putting yourself in someone else's shoes or changing your perspective. And it definitely feels like that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a change of pace. You're looking for a new way of viewing the world. And by taking this step and just going for it, you're going to get that. As we've found before, you have more than enough comfort in your world, enough abundance, and enough support from others around you. And you also have the financial means to be able to make these steps. It's time for you to do it. Your Fears card is the King of Swords, and he can represent making rational decisions, making decisions that are harder for the greater good to make and stick with. I think that your fear is that this step that you're about to take isn't going to be responsible or isn't going to reward you with practical means. And I would challenge that. I would say that if anything, it actually will bring you exactly those things. But the important thing to remember is that you don't need to feel like you're doing something responsible or credible. If it feels good to you in your core, then that's what you need to do. It's time for you to stop waiting around and sitting on your laurels, and it's time for you to start taking action. This is what this main spread is saying. Move forward. And remove any doubts in your mind from thinking that you can't do something because it's not responsible or not credible, because even that is a variable word. People can view responsibility to mean one thing, whereas another person can have it to mean a completely different idea. One person may value success, where responsibility is having a good financial foundation and financial savings, whereas someone else views responsibility or practicalness as being of service to others, of sharing with others. And my opinion is, you can't be there for others and you can't have a good foundation for yourself if you don't know what you want in the first place. You need to take care of yourself first in order to understand your needs. That's what these cards are saying. It's obvious that what you want is to be able to move forward with this new class, to travel, to do something out of the box. You have the money. Do it. Your final outcome is generosity, abundance, the Six of Pentacles. Again, you have the money. You have the financial needs. Something that will make you feel even better with taking this class is maybe sharing it with others. Take people on the trip with you. Offer to pay for the class for other people to take it with you. By being generous and by offering your excess of financial savings, it's going to give you more of a gratifying feeling than if you were to just go at it alone. Bring others with you. And by creating a community, you are also going to solidify for yourself that this has been a perfect choice for you. I really like that reading, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for taking the time with me today to get your monthly reading. If you are curious to know more, or if you want to get a more personalized reading, please check out my website, blissfulbee.net. On there, I've got a bunch of information about the decks that I use, what kind of readings I give, and all that kind of stuff. So please check out my website and support my channel if you're interested. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and donate if you can. I would appreciate any kind of feedback that I could get from you. So thank you so much again for taking the time to join me today. I wish you a wonderful March 2016. Bye, everybody.